Hey everybody, it's Mike here with Gun Training 101. Today we're going to talk about something a little bit different. We're going to talk about instinctive shooting. Now if you go back through the 5 fundamental videos which we initially did, we have grip and hold control, we have sight alignment, we have breath control, trigger control, and then follow through. Now the one that I generally differ from would be trigger control. Or not trigger control, sorry, sight alignment. I'm getting a little off the brain. Sight alignment for me. Now I generally like to be an instinctive style shooter. I just feel it's a lot more efficient and it's a lot quicker. You don't always have the time in a defensive threat situation to align your sights. Now a lot of people train with the front sight press, which is perfectly fine. For me, I generally don't. I'll be straight up honest with you. I engage my threat with proper body mechanics. That way when I, once again, SIRT laser training pistol, when I go to engage a target and I'm properly pressed out and everything mechanically is in line, generally I'm going to hit in the right position. The way I relate it to is throwing, say, a football or baseball. You don't have sights when you throw a football. Okay, your body just naturally learns and knows the motion to get that ball to where it needs to go. And it's the same thing with shooting a gun, in my opinion, especially in close quarters. If you go to press out and you're total target focus. Okay, the biggest thing, I really teach this a lot and I try to get students to learn it, and it can be hard for someone who's total target focus. When I go to draw my firearm, I don't actually even look. I don't see the gun. I see my intended threat, the target, where I want to hit. I use the mentality of aim small, miss small. Okay, if I'm engaging a threat, I might be focusing on a shirt button, center mass of the chest. Your body naturally, as you practice this over time, is going to instinctively focus in, like almost like a tunnel vision, but focus so tightly on what you're aiming at. And if you have proper body mechanics and grip and hold control and everything else, you're going to be able to hit that target. I can take a great target shooter that's using their target sights all the time, and they can't shoot instinctively for crap. And a lot of time it's because of a simple fundamental. Okay, night shooting, you're not always going to have your sights. You need to be able to present on target and engage the target. I feel it's the quickest and most efficient way, and that's the way I like to teach. I'm going to show you guys some quick drills on how to do it. One of the ways that I became most proficient with instinctive style shooting is by using the SIRT laser training pistol. This allows me at home to do dry fire practice effectively without having to fire a shot and being able to see where my shot's actually going if I were to be shooting. This allows us to put ourselves in different scenarios, work on speed, work on fundamentals still, and actually see where it's at, to where you get to a point where you don't, any body position, you can point that gun, pull that trigger, have a tight shot group, and be exactly where you want to hit, whether you're right-handed, whether you're shooting left-handed. Any body position is the goal. The drill that I like to do, I'll show you with the SIRT first, and then we'll do a live fire. Just from high retention, you can go from the holster eventually, but from high retention, you're going to come from here and just press out and engage. Simple as that. You're still going to fall into the sight alignment, but you want to focus on your target. Pick a spot, put a dot on a wall in your house, and literally focus entirely on that. Press out, engage. Press out, engage, and try to hit that dot. You'll learn, hey, I have a body mechanic problem, whether my grip's off or whatever it may be, and then you can fix that and address that, to where in a defensive situation where you don't have time to think about every single little fundamental, you're going to be focused on that threat. You're going to press out and you're going to engage that threat, and it's going to allow you to be a lot quicker and a lot more efficient. Once you've gotten into doing this drill, press out, engage, total target focus. Do it from high retention. A lot of time in shooting situations, look at the Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman case. He was on his back and he shot from here. Okay, you're not always going to have a perfect stance. You're not always going to be pressed out perfectly. Practice going from here and engaging your target. One-handed, two-handed, whatever it may be. Practice engaging from different positions. Get on the ground, get on your back, lay on your stomach, and instinctively engage and eliminate that threat. Center mass, 0.4. Once you get the single shots, add double taps. Always remember to scan. One other thing I forgot to mention to you guys about instinctive shooting, both eyes open. I always shoot with both eyes open. If you close an eye, you eliminate being able to see what's on your left or right side. When you press that gun out, total target focus, both eyes on the target, always. The only time I close my left eye is if I'm from an extreme distance to where I need to actually line my sights better and have the time to engage that threat. Once again, you guys, thanks for joining me. Go ahead and practice this drill. Practice with the laser, practice with dry fire, go to the range and practice total target focus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook. That's going to be under Lone Wolf. We'll link it below. Have a great day, you guys.